Did you tell me or not that women like to see dick?
I'm asking you a fucking question.
Exactly.
News that you can use. Better keep your ass in tune. Get some popcorn for the show. Let me introduce you to. It's pimpin' time. 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 It's pimpin' time.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's pimpin' time. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Yes, we got to talk about it. Hey, what I need y'all to do is like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe when you come in here. Yeah. You know, show a peace, some love, respect at the door, most definitely. Bathroom issues going on right now. They've been talking about it over the last couple of weeks, well, over the last couple of years. It's a lot of shit going on where, you know, kids going in the bathroom and they seeing this, they seeing that, and they shouldn't be seeing certain things. My opinion, you know, giving you news you can use. I don't think kids should be afraid to go into the bathroom, especially little girls, especially when they're a specific age to where they know how to go to the bathroom and they know how to watch out for strangers. They know what to look for because their parents, you know, taught them these things. So we're going to dive into it. Let's see what's going on out here in these streets. And like I said, I'm giving you news you can use.
Did you tell me or not that women like to see dick?
I'm asking you a fucking question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the one that told you, he assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine. I want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
Are going to have to go into the women's restroom.
Wait. News you can use. Let's run that back. Cause I need y'all to pay attention. I'm giving y'all news you can use. I need y'all to pay attention. Even for those who are the non-LGBT people, you know, I don't give a fuck. I'm giving you news you can use, whether you like it or not, because this is where all the misunderstanding keep coming in at, and we gotta stop having misunderstandings. Not telling you that you gotta know, but it's good to know what's going on around you so you know how to navigate. So pimping gonna run it back again, and let's go.
Did you tell me or not that women like to see dick?
I'm asking you a fucking question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it.
We don't want it. Kimberly, let me tell y'all something. Then we're gonna come back to this. Now in that video, I don't see a trans woman. I see a regular man that looks flamboyant. You know, he got the earrings, he got the little his demeanor, you know what I'm saying? How he look and shit. He look like he fruity. Yes, he does. But that doesn't give you the right to walk into the women's locker room, restroom, what may have you. I get it and I don't get it. But let's talk about it real quick. Pimpin' got some things to say. It's been guys over the years, and this is from my experience, guys over the years who are not flamboyant, who have walked into the women's bathroom, even if it was by mistake, but they would do it in front of me. Like, they'll see me and think that I'm a man walking into the fucking women's bathroom. Like, go figure. And I watch them. I won't say nothing. I just sit back and watch. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And he'll walk into the women's bathroom, and I walk in there after him. I'm like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I thought this was the men's restroom. I'm like, no, it's not. This is the women's restroom. I'm a woman. I'm going into the women's restroom. And you know who it mainly would be? It would mainly be white guys. It's always the white ones. It's always y'all. Y'all always got to do something stupid or out of the ordinary to get attention. And that's what I think it is. I think it's because y'all want to get attention. And thank God there wasn't no little girls in the bathroom, because if it would have been, you know, it would have been all bad. It would have went, the whole scenario would have went different. But let's get back to it.
He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine. I want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
Wait. You mean to tell me this man is not getting kicked out of the gym, but the woman is getting kicked out of the gym because she was in the right bathroom, right locker room, changing, doing what normal gym people do, which is you get out of your sweaty ass clothes. It's a locker room. You can change wherever you like. There are showers and all that. They got changing rooms after you get out the shower, you know, all that good woo. You mean to tell me they putting her out because he went into the bathroom? Nah, this is bullshit. News you can use. See, these are the things that we go through every day when we face society, every day when we step out. And I'm speaking on behalf of the studs, if you don't want to be called studs, the women who are masculine presenting, the women who dress like a guy, and we step out into the world. And I'm speaking on the LGBT side. I'm not speaking to you straight women, because it's a lot of straight women that dress like us too. And I told y'all this, it's gonna come up through the feed on TikTok, because men gonna start talking about it soon. But it's women that dress like us, and they're not a part of the LGBT. And they got whole husbands, whole lives, whole families, all that shit. But back to the task at hand. They put her out due to the fact of this person walking into the bathroom. That shit ain't right. Like, something got to be done differently about this. News you could use. Let's get back to it.
Are going to have to go into the women's restroom because I was born female. So how are you going to be able to tell if it's me, a trans man, or you, someone who's not trans? Unless we're going to start checking genitals at the door, how will you know? We know from statistics and lived experience and things of that nature that if a
Hold on, what you mean how we gonna know? And that's another thing. If you don't know, y'all gotta look, God blessed us with eyes, ears, mouth, you know what I'm saying, and eyes. I said eyes, ears, mouth, and of course, you know, the sensibility to touch. When you see something that don't look, or you know, whatever y'all consider normal, why don't y'all use y'all other senses, which is your fucking mouth? Why don't y'all ask, like, hey, are you sure you in the right bathroom? What is wrong with y'all out here? Y'all act like y'all can't speak or something. That's all I wanted to say on that part.
man wants to assault a woman, he does not have to throw on a wig, get a breast augmentation, change his name, and take hormones to do so. He can just do it.
We're not expecting people to check genitals at the door. There's also no way to check a person's intentions at the door. But there are people who go into opposite sex bathrooms with bad intentions, peeping toms and worse. And so that is a reality. And so there is a need for protecting the privacy and the safety of women and girls.
Focus is women, 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 but we're not the ones complaining.
If you are a cisgender or a non-trans woman and you do not meet societal standards of what feminine looks like, you are going to be the one that's policed the most. So we're talking about masculine presenting women, women with PCOS, women who have facial hair, black women. David mentioned about peeping Toms. We're not saying peeping Teresa's, we're saying peeping Toms. The problem here is men. Cisgender men, they are the ones assaulting people. They are the ones going into the restroom. They are the ones doing the thing. So why are we hyper focusing on the trans community and not hyper focusing on, hey, maybe stopping the men from assaulting women? Women have been using the restroom alongside trans women all this time. Now there's this uproar as though trans women just fell from the sky and started taking estrogen and identifying as women.
I believe polling shows north of 80% of voters support separating on the basis of biological sex.
Can I ask just one question? I'm sorry. Where do intersex people go to the restroom?
That's a very good question.
Wherever they want
So before and after we passed the policy, they typically, kind of to your point, it really only becomes an issue if it's if the person looks like they're using the wrong bathroom.
What to do where? Looks like they're using the wrong bathroom. Cameron, let me tell y'all something. News you could use. They sat there and asked them, one of the points, an intersex bathroom. Yeah, where the hell is an intersex bathroom? When I thought that was gonna be created back in 2018. Last time I checked. Hey, and before y'all try to shoot me down in the comment section, or before y'all try to talk all y'all love bullshit, this is the thing. Everybody has their own opinion and views and all that on life. You live your life how you live your life. My biggest thing is, the kids. Don't confuse them. Now, let's per se, it's a school and they going on a trip and I end up stopping at like a restaurant or like a gas station or whatever, because I go in and out of town. Now, normally I would just walk into the women's bathroom because, again, I don't think about this societal norm shit. I just go where I belong because I have everything that, the body parts that I'm supposed to have, that God blessed me with, the Most High blessed me with. So with that being said, it's a problem when I go in the bathroom. So what I do, when it's like that and there's a bunch of kids, bunch of children or whatnot, I'll observe and see how many girls are going into the bathroom. And if I don't got to use the restroom that bad, I'll wait. But it be moments where I can't hold it. I'm just going to go into the men's bathroom because they already looking at me crazy. As girls go into the bathroom, they running and they looking back at me to see if I'm going to come in the bathroom with them. And I'll just go ahead and go into the men's bathroom because I can already tell and sense that they think that I'm a guy and they think I'm about to come into the wrong bathroom. So I'll just take my ass right onto the men's bathroom and make it a little less confusing. While it's other folks, and I'm not butchering nobody, I ain't bashing nobody, I ain't throwing I ain't hating. Pimping don't be hating. But it's some of y'all that look more manly than I do, and y'all go into the women's bathroom, and then y'all complain. I hate to say it, but if you look more manly, whether you ugly or whether you handsome, and it's a bunch of little girls that's, 12 years old or under that age, just go to the men's bathroom because they already gonna be confused, and just go to the men's bathroom. That's pimping, that's the only thing pimping gonna say. I can't say too much on that because everybody got their own experiences and situations. It also depends on what cities and what states you are in when you enter in these damn bathrooms. So let's get back to it.
Shit. So I get where the female is coming from. Okay, as far as the trans woman, if she is a trans woman, I didn't go too far on everything, but if she is a trans woman, I apologize that this happened to you. Also, I apologize. I feel sorry for both sides. Me personally, yes, I'm a trans man, so I can speak on this shit. Since I was a stud, when I cut my hair off, it was no way I could go into a women's bathroom. But I tested my luck over a couple times.
See, you hear that? The studs who got the haircuts and shit, and your facial features look a little bit strong. That's why I said just go to the men's bathroom. Just go to the men's bathroom, because put it this way. Half the time I get tired of explaining myself. I always gotta explain myself. It's homies, players, and women, everybody that know me. They know who I am. They know what I am. So when I go to a bathroom, it don't bother them because they know what I am. They know I ain't on this all this other shit that people out here doing. I'm not no weirdo. I'm not chasing after children. I'm not doing none of that shit. Pimpin' don't play that type of game. I don't play with kids. That's one thing I don't do. Pimpin' don't do that at all. I'm very respectful when it comes to children, if anything, because I don't want them to be confused. So, with that being said, I used to always see that type of experience with the studs who got the haircuts, because I had a couple of homies back when, in my young teenage years, they had haircuts. We would all be out, go out for pizza, shit like that. And, or we just go out, to the mall when the malls existed, shit like that. And they'll go into the women's bathroom. I go in first and they'll come in behind me, and it's a bunch of ladies, bunch of Karens saying, "Oh, you're going into the wrong bathroom. You're going into the wrong bathroom." And I'm looking back at my player, at homie, who the fuck she talking to? I know she ain't talking to me. She got to be talking to you. And then she nah, they got to be talking to both of us. I'm like, hey. It is what it is. They come in the bathroom and, say, you're in the wrong bathroom. You're in the wrong bathroom. And it's like, instead of explaining, I got to show them. I got to show them my titties. Hey, I'm a real girl. Pimpin' gotta let you see, since you think it's fake, So, yeah, that shit crazy, y'all.
And then I didn't like how people was looking at me, especially white. Oh, I didn't said it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yep.
I felt uncomfortable in the women's bathroom. So I started going into the men's bathroom. I got my balls up and started going into the men's bathroom. From there, I learned how to urinate standing up. I don't use the urinal, no. I use the toilet. I also use the men's locker room. So I do see a lot of trans women say they don't never fuck with the trans men. They don't never fuck with the trans men. Sometimes they think we're butch queens. Butch queen meaning gay male. I have been...
Yeah.
Y'all know what goes on in them locker rooms and them bathrooms. You do have this color man kind of peeping you out. You see them watching you while you work out. Then you go into the locker room and all of a sudden they appear. I've been in those situations. So it's not just the trans community being weird, okay? Just remember that.
Is going to the bathroom more important than the female women that will be victimized by this?
This is getting out of hand, y'all. That if it's a true trans woman, or a trans individual, or intersex individual, whichever they would like to be called, in your bathroom, it is 9.999 times out of 10 that she ain't looking at you, girl. Yes, there are lesbian, trans women, intersex women. I ain't got to get into their business, but there are going to be a plethora of sexualities joining you while you're going to take a piss and a dump. Now, I want to know, as the lady Gina asked, do you feel like that men will just be more emboldened to do this? Have you not seen men for the past, history of the world? Have you not seen that they don't need to put on a dress and a wig to dress up and gain access to a bathroom?
And I gotta say something about that. Let me scoot my ass back up. She got a point. They don't have to dress up to come in the bathroom. They just come in and they just come in there. They just come in there, motherfucker. And this been going on for years, for decades. It's been going on. I don't understand how now society is so blinded and stupid when it comes to the internet. Y'all believe any and everything, or y'all try to overhype everything when a lot of this stuff that's been going on has been going on before the internet started to pick it up. Or actually before people started posting their problems and their actual facts and opinions on the internet. Because I remember where it was a time on Facebook where the first 2 years of Facebook existing to the public, it was barely any people on there. And I remember where you could only add people that was within the field of your network, meaning the towers that were connected with the Facebook or with the internet that service that you had automatically would let you only see people that was 20 miles away from you, 50 miles away, and 100 miles. You didn't see nobody overseas. You couldn't see nobody over in another state unless you literally just kept looking through different names or just random strangers. Then after Facebook had been on for, been growing and growing, I'm going to say after about 5 years, now everybody's on it. From the grandparents all the way down to the little 8-year-olds. And the teenagers would make them accounts because you had to be a certain age in order to get the account. Now it's where anybody can get a Facebook. A dog can have a Facebook. A cat can have a Facebook. Shit like that. But stuff has been changing and things have been added to the internet that a lot of people did not pay attention to 8 and 10 years ago. This shit been going on. It's been going on.
I'm gonna just walk in there if that's what they really are set to do. Stop criminalizing toxic masculine behavior or male behavior and projecting that on to trans women, intersex women. Because I can remember a group of people who don't like when people stereotype them based off of something that either a couple of us have done or that somebody just made up that we did. A black on black crime. It continuously baffles me why these beautiful souls are on this internet fighting to be called a word, to be reduced down to a 5-letter word made up by men, by misogyny, by patriarchy. Why are y'all fighting so hard to be categorized? And cisgender women, do y'all really think that men on this earth see what's going on with us? How we're treated, belittled, dehumanized, objectified? And they like, oh, that's it right there. That's it for me, honey. That's the costume I want to wear. Do you not realize they already experience as much or just as much violence as cisgender women?
Of their private parts. In fact, when I was in the locker room that day, somebody literally went and complained about the person to the gym staff workers. And, the gym staff workers came into the locker room and they thought that the people were complaining about me. But they was like, no. She's good. We're complaining about that naked person right there. So, sorry I keep pausing. Y'all see I'm trying to make my way home. But anyways, I had got the tea from the gym and, the people in there. And apparently these two have been fighting for weeks. They have been having beef for weeks. It has just been escalating and
So now is coming to, coming to the light. So it's not even about the fact that the man went into the women's bathroom, the locker room, whatever. It's about the fact that they've been feuding with each other. And I guess that particular day, this time, the woman, aka the stud, was naked. And that guy was in there. Or it was the other way around. He was naked and she was in there putting her, her attire on or taking her attire off. One or the other. One or the other. Either way it goes, it's just uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable situation.
Escalating and escalating, and this incident was the icing on the cake. This incident was the icing on the cake. So it's not like this was some one-off incident. This has been repeated incidents between the two. And finally, they had their big blowout. The trans person was banned for being belligerent, saying, what Tish said the trans person said to them. That violated policy. Tish got banned because Tish was recording in the locker room, and also, for, being super, super belligerent and, whatever else. It's just getting crazy, I completely validate Tish's reaction. Myself as a trans person, when I first saw that person's private parts, it shocked me. It completely shocked me. So I can understand the response coming from a cis woman who has been sexually assaulted. I've been sexually assaulted, so I got it. I had the same reaction first time I saw it. But as a trans person, I also can't be like, oh, this person shouldn't be in here because I'm welcome in the locker room. I've never had an issue.
Well, yeah, you can't say shit.
The people that have routinely seen me at the gym, they know I'm trans, and I help them battle that inner transphobia, which is why I bring up that first incident when both me and that person was in the locker room at the same time. And my girls at the gym were, pretty much comparing the both of us, and they felt comfortable with me in there, but they wanted the other trans person gone because of the way that they were behaving.
So
did you tell me or not that women like to see dick?
So that's what it was about, basically. You see that? So the whole time they both was feuding, so now we could get over that shit, but we can't get over it because, again, it's a lot of people that's going through different situations. It's gonna always be a problem. It's gonna always be a problem when it comes to our community, whether it be the lesbians, whether it be the gay dudes, whether it be the trans, whether it be the queer. It's gonna always be a problem and some type of uproar because it's people. Y'all seen the last video I covered where I was speaking on the Studstitute. The stud that was a sub teacher, and immediately the internet justified that she is a pedophile. Immediately. And shit, I agree with them. It's a lot of those people that run not just in the LGBT, they also run it's just regularly. And it's been like that for decades. But nobody would bring that up. They got dark webs and all types of shit going on where it's grown ass men portraying like they little girls or they're little boys, and they're getting with boys or getting with these young children by playing games online, playing Roblox and all the other shit. Why won't y'all go after them? Why won't y'all talk about that shit? Let's talk about, that's a hidden agenda. Let's talk about that. That's why I say y'all be focusing on the wrong shit. I'm giving y'all news you could use. News you could use. Like, let's talk about that. While we getting down to it, let's talk about also how your homeboys be so close knit with the family. And I'm speaking on I'm just saying this in general. They be so close, and they so close to the fact that where you ain't even at home, you know what I'm saying? They could pull up and your old lady there and your kids there, and they close to your 14 or 15-year-old daughter because she look up to him like he an uncle and all this other shit. You don't know what's going on when the mother stepping away. She could step away and step outside, or she in the living room talking, kicking it with her friends or whatnot. And now this man having some type of interaction with your daughter, whether it be non-sexual or what, he still got a physical contact with your child. Let's talk about that shit. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how motherfuckers be like, yeah, man, I don't do none of that shit and this and that. But then the next thing you know, you be like, man, my boy would never do no shit like that. Blah, 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 blah. Come find out your homie been doing this shit to his niece or to his motherfucking little cousin for years, and they just now discovering the shit. Or they just discovered it 2 years ago. And now he's a registered sex offender, but he won't tell you that. And he be like, nah, bruh, that's fake. You listening to your homeboy. instead of going to the source. Like, y'all, I'm giving y'all news you can use. News you can use. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. It ain't just about no fucking LGBT agenda. Ain't no such thing as that bullshit. Ain't no such thing. And for all you niggas that keep saying that shit on the internet and y'all post it everywhere, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever the case, start doing y'all fucking homework on shit like that. Because that's an insult. Y'all just make up shit as y'all go based off of the stuff that y'all see on the internet instead of being like, you know what? Hold on, man. I got a homie. I got a home girl that know about shit like this. I'm about to ask her. And then I'm gonna be real transparent with a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of homies due to all this misinformation that's been going on the internet. A lot of them. Because instead of them coming to me asking me like, yeah, you know, have you heard of this? They asked me, then instead of them asking, they projected on me like, well, you know, I don't like the fact that your community want to sit here and have the LGBT stuff added to the sex ed and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, so you mad at me. You're going to be mad at me. I'm not the one that created it. I'm not the one that agreed to it. I'm not the one that came up with the fucking idea. Like, y'all let y'all emotions get too wrapped up with conversations and situations. Y'all gotta stop doing that, player. That ain't pimping. That ain't pimping. News you could use. That ain't pimping at all. But let's check into the rest of this shit, because they show what happened on YouTube. They show, it's a clip right here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with this clip. Let's see if it'll play.
Turn around and there's a man there. Men! Grown men with big dicks in a women's locker room.
A controversial incident that took place at a Gold's Gym in the Bronx. It's a story that has sparked a lot of debate online. A woman at a Gold's Gym in the Bronx confronted a man who was in the women's locker room. She claimed he was pretending to be a woman.
Did you tell me or not that women like to see dick? Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. I want the video. You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
And when she spoke up, she was escorted out by staff and her membership was revoked. This incident has blown up online, with many calling her...
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me. Come here, y'all. You mean to tell me they took her shit? Damn, they took her shit. See, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. And this goes out to the studs. This goes out to you don't want to be called a stud. Look, goddamn, I'm gonna call you one. Cause if you masculine presenting, looking like me, and you walking around your lady feminine, you like feminine girls, whatever the case may be, whatever, that's what you're gonna be called today. Put it this way, and I'm just saying this to y'all. We about to be facing all types of shit. But you see, this is that right there is the beginning. That's the beginning. I honestly think that both of them should have been revoked from the Gold's Gym. Both of them, not just her, both of their ass. Because now that I know that they had conflict and issues, they both should have been dismissed. What? But you know what? It's favoritism. And y'all already know why. Y'all know why. It's because of that color. Now, if it would have been the other way around, and she would have been the white woman, and he would have been the black guy, it would have been totally different. It would have went totally different. They would have probably dismissed both of them. So what I want y'all to do is like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It don't matter which way you do it. Just make sure you subscribe so you can continue to get this content, and ring that notification bell as well. Also, go stream Lavelle 1800. It's on all platforms. That's my new EP that I just dropped. Go stream that now. It's available everywhere. If you want to become a virtual dispensary owner, make sure you DM me. And I want to shout out to my sponsor, Popular Trend Supply. Y'all go ahead and go check them out. You know, the holidays coming up. Y'all want to get some merch, get some shirts, you know, with the mogul mentality. Go check that site out. It's Black owned. Y'all go check it out. You know, go support. And every Friday after 7 p.m. Eastern time, I will be doing a Zoom meeting for those who are interested in becoming a virtual dispensary owner. I'm going to be dropping some gems, giving you some information, you know, tell everybody who's interested, spread the word every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in a different time zone, then you know what time that will apply for you. But get with a P. Also, at the bottom, y'all see it on the screen. Y'all can donate to my Cash App. You can donate $2, $5, $10. Any contribution will help so I can keep pushing out this content to y'all. And also, make sure you subscribe. Y'all see the channel down at the bottom. You want to come join the Wolf Pack? We elevate over here. And we collaborate. You know what I'm saying? We looking for those who want to succeed. Come unite with us. Because what we do over here, we got great leadership, mentorship, and we help you get on the path of your success. What we focus on mainly is your health, your wealth, and your stability of continuing with success. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with that. Also, if you can't catch me Friday after 7 p.m. Eastern time, be sure to catch Jules Charlton every day at 6 p.m. DM me if you're interested and I will send you the link. DM me on Facebook or IG. Go ahead and do that. Y'all know how I do. Ain't no simping over here, it's pimping over here. And I'm out.